Hello dear YouTube watcher, consumer of video content on the internet, friend. Thank you so much for joining me on this special surprise mini trip on MegaTrip. But before we get into that, and before we start to show today's video, I really want to take a minute to say thank you. Thank you all of you for watching. Now I know a lot of you are watching our videos, or watching my videos and enjoying them, but I'd like to ask you a favour. One thing that could really help me, really help the channel, is if you take a minute to just like and subscribe. Like just shows that you've enjoyed the video and the content, and subscribe means you'll get a notification next time I upload something, so you won't miss anything. So like is the little thumbs up icon, subscribe is the little bell, and before we go on today's special nautical mini trip on MegaTrip, I'm just going to give you a minute to tick the thumbs up and the little bell below. I hope you enjoy today's mini trip on MegaTrip. So, as promised, a very special mini trip, a surprise mini trip on MegaTrip today, a nautical mini trip. And we are starting in Latchi. Latchi is a harbour near Polis on the northwest coast of Cyprus, and we're going to go have a little look around the harbour, and then we might go on a very special boat trip. We have a look round and we check out the most relaxed of Cypriot dogs. So Latchi really is worth a visit, and I'll give you a bit more of a tour of some of the boats around here in a second. But one of the best things to do down here is to come and go on a boat tour. And that's what we're going to do today. So we're going to go along the coast, alongside the Akama Peninsula, and we are going to see a few great things. We're going to see the Baths of Aphrodite, and then more importantly, we're going to have a chance to go swimming in the famous Blue Lagoon. So, bet you wish you were here. Come and join me on today's boat trip on MegaTrip. So behind me, you've now got a view of Latchi Harbour, perhaps a little bit better. Historically, it's very much a local fishing harbour, but now it's a mix of fishing, tourist boats, and even some mega yachts for the super rich. So if you come down here, you never know who you're going to see. Maybe someone whose name ends in ski, maybe a celebrity, or maybe just some holiday makers enjoying the sun. So we're heading out now to the Blue Lagoon on the Koula, probably one of the oldest boats in the fleet, certainly in the tourist fleet here. And one of the great things about the journey is as we go, we may be lucky enough to see at the bow of the boat things like flying fish, dolphins, and lots of other marine life, turtles, etc. And for those of you not on a budget, this is the famous NASA hotel on the coast at the base of the Yakima Peninsula. Luxury 5-star hotel where you can find everything your heart desires, fine foods to water sports. Been there a couple of times. It's definitely fancy. Of course, no Cypriot boat trip is right without a nice Cypriot lunch. And on this particular boat, that's going to be souvla. Souvla are the local kebabs, cooked on turning spits on barbecue grills. What's different about this boat is those grills are actually on the very back of the boat itself. See those here? These will be spun out, hung over the water when we're in the Blue Lagoon. The souvla will be cooked as we enjoy the beautiful views swimming in the wonderful Mediterranean. You can see the view from the back of the boat here, all the way up into the Troodos Mountains where we saw the beautiful village of Dreamu a few days ago. On the beautiful Koula, there's lots to see along the coast of the famous Yakima Peninsula, including things like this, the Baths of Aphrodite beach, named after Aphrodite, who was, according to Greek legend, born here on Cyprus. And if you go up the hills from this island that sits across from the beach, you'll actually find the little pool with a fig tree above it, which reportedly is where Aphrodite used to take her daily baths. And it's where she reportedly met her famous lover Adonis, who was out hunting one day and came across her bathing in the Baths of Aphrodite pool. All part of the beauty and history of the island of Cyprus as we go up to the Blue Lagoon on the wonderful Koula. Cyprus has the cleanest beaches in Europe, and that's one of the things that makes boat trips like this so good. And you see a lot of the boats, as I mentioned, go to the Blue Lagoon, and that's where we're about to pull into now. It's pretty easy to see why. You can see the beautiful, calm, turquoise Mediterranean waters, and that's exactly what we're going to do now. We're going to pull up in the Koula, the boat we're on, jump off the boat, have a little swim, and then we'll get the barbecue going for some of that souvla that we talked about earlier. Absolute paradise on earth under the shadow of the Yakima Mountains. course, no boat trip is complete without a nice little bar list.
I was awake at 5.
Here at the end of the boat, you can see the traditional seawater cooking.
Hello.
Thank you so much. So let's give this Suva a little go. Absolutely delicious. What more could you want for food cooked on the back of a boat? Can you get a little beer? The wonderful view. Perfection. Alright, well thank you for joining me on this MegaTrip mini trip. Hopefully you enjoyed your ride on the beautiful Koula. Join me next time for more mini trips or mega trips. Of course, as ever, please do like, subscribe, follow, tell a friend. I'll see you next time on MegaTrip.